An empty football field, daytime, 1984. Overgrown grass sways in the foreground. Sounds of a storm build and wind howls. The grass moves to and fro at violent speeds. A large public high school burns in the background. Ed Cemento walks with three cheerleaders. They hang on his arms and stare with full wonder at him, like one would at a Greek god. We hear them giggle as they approach.
Oh, Eddie. You're so stupid that it took us till senior year to realize just how hot you really are.
Sometimes, ladies, you just need a little help.
Oh, and you're so, I don't know, like deep.
Sometimes, ladies, you just need someone to help you dig.
Oh, and that nickname, Dr. Cemento. Ooh, it's just so cool.
Sometimes, ladies, you just need to act like someone else in order to find out just who you really are.
Oh, Eddie, I smell you so bad.
Or walk past the camera.
Don't worry, ladies. There's enough cement to go around. I've been preparing for this moment for a long time.
That's right. And now that it's here, you're not going to need this weird test tube anymore.
As cheerleader one says this, she throws something to the floor. The test tube falls to the ground in front of the camera. We hear the group laugh, and then...
You're right. I got this.
Wind continues to howl, and the camera closes in on the test tube.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the 33rd time. 33rd, for Christ's sake, that this has happened now. I give these people the world, literally the power to do whatever they want. And it's the same damn thing with every single one of them. Maybe my therapist is right. Maybe I can't be dependent on others to make me successful. I mean, I hear humans talk all the time about how difficult it is to accomplish so much in such a short time on Earth. But even for me, even as a nuclear waste byproduct with a half-life of 13,000 years, I'm starting to feel like time is running out. Look, you got to remember, I've been trying to find the right person to fulfill my mission since 1347. The plague years. Now that was a good time. I mean, I've been the muse of kings and conmen and everyone in between. How do you think Marie Curie became so famous? You don't hear about that, do you? You see all those pictures of her holding those vials, but do you ever see my fucking name down there in the caption? It's all Curie this, poor Marie that. And I've got news for you. She wasn't as nice as everyone thinks she was. Anyway, I've taken bets on all these people, hoping just one of them would keep me long enough to pay off for me. But no, each one of them has left me in the goddamn dust. Look, I've seen it all at this point. Nations collapsing, births of empire. I mean, I saw the Pope bang a goat, for Christ's sakes. But out of all the power-hungry, misguided freaks I've come across, none were as demented and self-centered as this last guy. No, in all my years moving from handler to handler, beckoning them to do my business, I've never met more of a screwball than Eddie Cemento. I mean, who would want to go back to high school? Of all the places, what kind of idiot would spend 2 decades of their life figuring out how to use me only to try and be cool for one single friggin' day in 1984? I'll tell you who.
Fade. Opening credits, 1984. A soft rock ditty plays on tinny guitar solo. The opening credit montage begins. Cemento walks with the 3 cheerleaders on a busy avenue in an outer borough. He smiles as the cheerleaders line up in height order to peck his cheek like a double mint gum commercial. He is in the back of a pool hall now, arm wrestling with a very strong man. A large crowd of bikers and badasses cheer. We see Cemento pin the armed man's arm to the table. He wins, and the crowd chants his name. The cheerleaders pick him up on their shoulders. Cemento sits at the counter of a pizza parlor now. The girls feed him Zeppelis and Sicilian slices. The third sprays orange crush on his face flirtatiously. Cemento responds by pouring a Coke on her head. The 4 laugh and hug. Fade. Interior, Dr. Cemento's lab. Daytime, 2020. The camera fades back to silence. Young genius at work sign on the door still sits. The door creaks open, making the sound of a crypt. And we get our first glimpse of Dr. Cemento's lab. Eddie, Dr. Cemento, mid-50s, half mad scientist, half outer borough Italian-American, totally stuck in the 80s, stands over a Sears Models boys dresser from the late 70s era that he's turned into a makeshift table.
Alas.
There are posters on the wall from hit 80s movies, Meatballs, Back to School, Porky's. Cemento wears a lab coat over a Hawaiian shirt, a big gold chain, and a pair of Dollar Tree eyeglasses.
Alas. The day I've been waiting for. It's finally come true. My life's work is almost complete. My chance to get back at all the jerk-offs who drove me mad in high school is finally coming true.
From the other room, we hear Mom.
Oh my God, the language.
It's time to show them who the real winner is, most likely to succeed. How about most likely to rule the world? Yes, I like the sound of that. Oh, those dildos have no clue what they're in for.
Hey, the language. Jeez, be respectful, will ya? You think someone like Geraldo Rivera curses like that?
Cemento holds a test tube in his hand that shines a radioactive green. Madness and ecstasy are on his face.
And those dickheads who told me I'd never amount to anything.
The language, Edward. Oh, what the hell are you doing in there anytime, all the time anyways? Hey, kid, you gotta get a job. I can't take this any longer. I need my privacy.
Cemento speaks to the test tube.
Now, all I need to do is put you into action. That's right. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. And especially Saint Marinara. The patron saint of meatball palm lovers everywhere.
Mom enters the room. She stares at Cemento.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is going on here? It looks like a friggin' preschool, kindergarten room or whatever. Listen, Eddie, Mommy needs you to sort of disappear for a little while she has some of her massage therapists coming over.
Oh, come on, Mommy. Give science a break. I'm inventing here. I know it's past my bedtime.
Science? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, give me a break, right? I don't even know what you're doing in here talking to your imaginary friends all the time. You're way too old to have an imaginary friend anyway, Eddie.
Well, I'll get my imaginary friends when you stop hooking up with men half your age on the internet. I mean, really, show some respect. It's time to close shop, Mommy. You're older than Sophia from the Golden Girls, for Christ's sakes.
Listen, buddy, don't you talk that way to me, or I'll kick your ass so hard you're going to wake up back in 1984.
Oh, don't worry, Mother dearest. If all my calculations are correct, 1984 is exactly when I'll wake up.
Fade. Interior, Newdorf High School security desk. Daytime, 2020. Cemento stands at the security desk inside Newdorf High School, a large New York City public high school. He is slightly cleaned up now. His hair is combed across his bald spot. The lab coat has been replaced with a smaller jacket. His signature Hawaiian shirt and cheap eyeglasses stay.
Identification, please.
Cemento looks past the security guard and points his finger into the hallways. He's filled with impassioned rage. Triumphant music begins to play.
You've been the cornerstone of my pain, my frustration, my nonsense. This is where it all began. My fall from grace, the beginning of all the bullshit I had to put up with for the past 30 years. This is the birthplace of my disgrace. The fall of what was once a promising life, one with my own room and a career at a decent retail store. But no, you tried to ruin me.
Look, man, I don't even know you, sir. But judging by this getup, the shirt and glasses, you don't need much help being ruined.
Oh, no. But that's not the end of the story. No. Mr. Newdorf High School, the injustices I faced in the annals of his hallways, maybe the man that stands in front of you now.
Anals? Look, pal, just stop talking to yourself for 1 second, 1 freaking second, and just give me some freaking identification.
Look, your nastiness turned me into a young genius at work. A name, signs that you'll remember forever. Maybe I'll become so famous, they'll name an Applebee's after me one day.
But buddy, look, I hate this place as well, but I don't go around ignoring people's requests. I need identification for you to get into this building.
Cemento throws his hands in the air like he's found water in the desert.
Just a minute, pal.
Triumphant music begins to play again.
It was your cruelty that made me work hard like a goddamn pig. The master of those chemistry sets I stole from my sister's kids. Your inconsideration.
Inconsideration? Whoa. I don't even think that's a word, pal.
Well, who's a scientist here? All right, I'm in the middle of my monologue, buddy. As I was saying,
Triumphant music plays again.
your inconsideration made me throw the science kind of puzzles in the back of Highlights magazine. I told the library I was born for my children and how I pored over the alchemy correspondence course I found in the back issue of Ghost Riders number 34. But the whole time I kept thinking, if I could only get back those years, the lost years, the sacred teenage years, when I should have been a hero instead of a friggin' zero.
Sir, I don't even know what the hell you were talking about. Give me your ID, or I'm kicking your big ass out of this building right now.
And then, after a long night of working on the equations in that math book those punk kids threw at the back of my head, I went out for breakfast, for a walk, for a stroll. There's nothing like egg Doritos, blue Gatorade at dawn.
Oh, blue Gatorade is my favorite.
Cool. I could tell you were an aficionado the second I walked in here.
Back to the monologue.
That is when fate intervened. When I started looking up for old, least likely to succeed over here. That's when I stumbled upon the construction site. Something, I don't know, told me to investigate. There was some secret inside I needed to know. But then I walked through the foundation and whammo! I fell through some plywood, and there I was, sitting in a pile of cement. Oh, but it wasn't just any kind of cement, no. There was something special about it. Something strange, something stuck in the present. I found a portal that could send me back to wherever I poured this on.
He holds up a test tube of nuclear fluid.
Something inside me changed. I wasn't a product of my environment anymore. I was become one of the greats, like Ralph Macchio from Karate Kid or Skippy from Family Ties. But as my experiments progressed, I perfected my mixture, and now I can travel anywhere, even Bayonne. And that's exactly what...
Jesus, Eddie, enough already with the monologue.
His mom has been standing impatiently behind him the whole time.
I'm really sorry, officer. Honestly, I mean, my son is an idiot. I think that honestly, he lives in another alternate dimension. But look, Principal Sullivan promised me that demented kid over there, Ed, my son, she'd hire him as a substitute teacher.
Don't worry, ma'am. He'll fit right in. Most of the adults working in this building are from another planet anyway. But I'll still need to see some ID.
Oh, listen, do me a favor. Use mine. I mean, he only has a library card.
Well, I guess I can make an exception for a fellow blue Gatorade head like your son here. But ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask Dr. Cemento here to leave the test tube out here. Based on everything he was just saying, it seems like he's kind of dangerous.
You know, do me a favor. Let this one slide. You know, I used to work here. I was the lunch lady for a really long time.
I don't know. I mean, well, I guess I can make an exception. I don't know. I mean, it states clearly in the rule book that no suspicious liquids should be permitted in the building.
Don't worry about it. It's not like he's going to burn the school down or anything. It's just a little bit of water with some food dye. It's no big deal, really.
Again, I don't know, but oh, damn. There's something about you. You look familiar.
Yeah.
I remember you. You were the best.
Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. I was the lunch lady. I just told you that. I was the lunch lady for a really long time in this here school.
Oh, woo! Lunch lady. Woo! Oh, woo! Woo! Damn.
Mom gets closer to the security guard and becomes increasingly sexy.
Listen, doll. What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind. You're looking pretty good. You remember me.
Whew. Wait a minute. The French bread pizza.
Right. My
Yes.
specialty.
Burnt on the
Burned
top.
on the top and wet on the bottom.
Woo.
Got me
Yes,
famous.
baby.
That's
Woo.
what I'm known for. But now you should see what happens when I put a little mozzarella stick in my microwave.
Okay. All right. I'll let all this slide, baby. But only this one time.
That's just fine, Dollface. That's just fine. I appreciate all of your help. And listen, if you ever want to drop around to my house, I don't mind heating up a couple mozzarella sticks in the microwave for you.
Oh, I love that, baby. But I got to watch my cholesterol. I really eat a lot of fruit these days.
Well, in that case, if you're ever thirsty for some real juicy cantaloupe, the door is open.
There's too much sugar in
Wow.
cantaloupe, baby. I'm pre-diabetic.
In that case, if you're ever in the mood for a little prime pork loin rump with some locally grown squash marinated in some almond cream sauce.
Oh, now we
My
talk.
door is open.
Oh, now we
The
talk,
back
baby.
door is open all the time.
Oh, I can't even get the words out. Now we talking, baby. Non-GMO, I hope.
I just want to tell you one thing. Don't forget the butter to oil the old microwave.
Then to Cemento. Now listen here. Mom turns to Cemento.
Yeah. Listen, Dollface is coming to my house on Saturday, and you 50-year-old toddler, you get your ass into the principal's office now and get that job as a substitute teacher and go to work. And I want to tell you one thing. If you and that fucking test tube friend of yours start any trouble in this school, you're dead. You're dead meat.
Sweet, Mommy. Sweet as my steak is my favorite.
Cemento walks past the guard and down the hall. He begins to laugh with mad.
Yeah. Things are about to change. That's right. Now all I need to do is get my hands on that 1984 yearbook. Then, my friends, we're taking a trip back to school.
Fade. Exterior, high school science classroom, day 2020. Cemento peers into a science classroom where a class of students sit staring at their cell phones.
At this point, I should have known Cemento was going to blow it for me. You've got to remember, we're talking about a guy that made me read him Goodnight Moon every night from the age of 29, right up until the day he decided to finally try out his asinine plan.
Cemento looks into the classroom and gives himself a little pep talk.
Look, you came this far, big guy. You worked hard. Now for the last piece of the puzzle. Oh, I'm so close to 1984. I can almost smell the Akron Red hairspray.
He shrugs his shoulders and gives himself a 2 thumbs up.
Go get him, big guy.
Interior, high school classroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your sub. And just so we get it straight, I'm not one of those douchebag subs who's here to earn some extra dough to pay for DUI or cure sleep apnea. I'm just here, and I'm not judging. Look, I mean, I haven't left my house in the past couple of years, but that's because I was working on my doctorate.
No one in the class even looks up.
Jesus, come on. What's a sub got to do around here? Get a paper airplane thrown in the back of his head.
Then to the class.
What's this, a fucking Morgan here? Come on. I think idiots would have been wreaking havoc if we had a sub. The metalheads would have been carving pentagrams into the desk. Tommy Tank Top and Denise the Beast were making kid number 2 over there. And all the jerk-off bullies would have been lined up shooting spitballs at me like I was at the friggin' Alamo.
Hey, mister. What's the Wi-Fi password?
The Wi-Fi? Come on, what do I look like, a certified teacher? That dickbag principal of yours looking like a jerk-off when I asked her for it.
Class is now all ears, and small groups of students start to laugh.
Yo, calling Mrs. Sullivan a dick dad.
It's the same shit what I want here. A bunch of slobs running the place. Wouldn't know talent if it smacked him in the head.
He cracks a blue Gatorade and tears open a bag of Doritos. He's really feeling himself now.
Yeah, you know, come on. They think they're teaching geniuses over here. Please. I got news for you. This isn't Harvard or Yale, kids. I should know. I never went there.
The class erupts. Cemento is clearly excited. They think he's cool. He's finally been accepted.
No way, you went here? You look mad old, mister.
Huh. He looks like he was around like in the olden times. Like, motherfucker went to school with Rocky Balboa and shit.
Yeah, Rocky's my favorite kid, but look, buddy, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut. Okay? You look like you came from under.
What the hell is from under?
From under. Your face looked like it came from under my armpit, kid.
Class erupts. They're
Now be quiet, okay? We got work to do. I'm a soon-to-be famous scientist. That's right. Not a goddamn comedian, for Christ's sakes. Hush up. And as happy as I am that this imbecile's being bullied for one thing, it's not me. We still got work to do.
He now has the class's attention.
But before we start, and if you don't believe that I went here, I'll give the first person willing to get the 1984 yearbook this.
Cemento holds up a Sacagawea of dollar coin. No one jumps at his proposition.
Yo, is that a Chuck E. Cheese coin?
I love Chuck E. Cheese, yo. That mouse is fucking weird.
I heard Chuck E. Cheese was a serial killer, yo.
Cemento gets frustrated.
Stop it, boneheads.
He holds the coin up.
It's a friggin' dollar, you idiots. Doesn't anyone value hard work anymore?
The class laughs.
Look, please, it's all I got. I mean, it's all I got, please. Please, somebody give me the book. How about you, Fremunda?
I guess.
Student leaves and Cemento looks off camera, speaking to the audience now.
Those idiots fell for. Not that I'm too surprised. I mean, this isn't exactly a junior Mensa meeting. That old Sacagawea trick gets him every time. And the second that idiot gets back with the yearbook, this class is going to get a lesson they'll never forget. They're going to witness history, baby, and me. I'm going back to 1984.
Interior high school science classroom. A montage of Cemento teaching science begins and another soft rock song plays.
Funny thing is, Cemento borrowed that Sacagawea coin from me. The guy was always borrowing money. Hell, one time he tried to steal a girl I was dating right from under my nose. What, you think because I'm a chemical I don't date? I'm not just a letter on the periodic table, you know. I've got feelings.
We see Cemento use several instructional tools as he teaches.
I mean, I should have called the whole thing off the second he started to bully that student there. It always happens with guys like this. They're so deprived of human contact that the second they get a few people paying attention to them, they completely lose focus.
Cemento points to a model showing the human anatomy. He pulls out a lecturer's pointer like a college professor.
I knew right when he got in front of that class that my chance was over. It was like he forgot about all the years I invested in teaching this schmuck all he needed to know in order to properly harness my powers. I mean, you know what it's like listening to a grown man singing Rubber Ducky in the tub for 20 years? I'm going to be scarred for fucking life.
The music still plays and we see Cemento lecture. He points at a chart now that shows different planets.
But that was old Eddie Cemento for you. He never did gain the opportunity to think for himself. Hell, I had to tie his shoes for him. So I wasn't too surprised that he'd become a total dick once he got up there in front of all those kids. Truthfully, the guy didn't even know science. I made up everything that I taught him. I mean, I told this idiot that an atom was the smallest possible unit of Swiss cheese. Anyway, I knew once he stepped into school that I was yesterday's uranium.
Interior science classroom. Student 1 returns waving the yearbook.
Yo, look what I got. This sub's yearbook.
She opens it up and leafs through the pages to find her sub. Cemento runs over. He clumsily tries to get the book out of the student 1's possession.
Hand it over, Dumbledore. You wouldn't know what to do with it if your life depended on it.
Dude, it's a yearbook. Why would my life depend on knowing what to do with a yearbook? You're weird, bro.
Hand it over, bonehead. I ran out of tissues for your crocodile tears an hour ago. I don't make you cry in front of your classmates again. Now give it up.
The student runs around the room and flips through the yearbook. Cemento chases her, desperate to get his hands on it. Before he could stop her, student 1 holds the open book up for the entire class to see.
Look at this. It's a picture of him getting punched in the face by a teacher.
Loser.
You got smacked.
Class goes completely wild. They run to see. Cemento barrels through the crowd of students that surround student 1 and tackles her. The two fall to the ground and he wrestles the yearbook from her hands.
After you see each boneheads. Jesus, I haven't seen this for an idiot's one place since my mom sent me to that Catholic retreat. I mean, come on. Now, my little pupils, I know what you've been learning what you think of science, okay? Some nonsense crap like photosynthesis or whatever, but whatever bullshit you're teaching nowadays. But I got news for you kids. It's broken. That doesn't work. It's done.
Cemento pulls the test tube out of his jacket pocket and raises it almost ceremoniously in front of the class. It glows a magnificent unnatural green. There's oohs and ahs and a general interest, a fascination.
Except you're not a kid. You look like you're 27. Jesus, what are you, a knock?
The man looks at Ed and makes a be quiet sign as if not to blow his cover. Cemento starts a dramatic speech again.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. I got news for you kids. I don't know what that lame science teacher does to you, but from now on in this class, dissecting frogs is out. And toxic waste is in, baby.
He pours the green waste from the test tube onto the photo of him being punched. There's sounds of explosions. Smoke fills the shaky room. Students scurry and scream. They hide under...
Jesus Christ.
Camera pulls to Cemento as he smiles madly into the book. The chemical reaction takes place on the page and reflects on his face like fireworks. He's experiencing full-on ecstasy now. The page opens in some sort of portal. Finally, Cemento is sucked into the yearbook. Student 1 jumps in with him. The two disappear into the book, and we hear Cemento yell off camera. The class is confused. They all stare at the book.
Yeah!
Wow. That was weird.
Crazy.
Bro.
Slowly, the class walk back to their desks. Each student pulls out their cell phone. It's like nothing unordinary has happened.
Aid. Interior, high school hallway, 1984. We've been transported to the halls of a busy 1980s high school. All the cliches that captured the cultural phenomenon of teens from this era are on display. Big-haired girls pop gum effortlessly.
What's your freaking damage?
A clique of yuppie youths in tinted sunglasses and jean jackets with sleeves rolled up to their elbows bully a group of nerds who wear matching sweaters that read New Dorp High School Competitive Star Trek Team.
Hey, Scotty. You gonna beam me up, Scotty? Yeah, it's funny, huh? Loser.
Bandanaed metalheads bang drumsticks on lockers. They make Satan horn hand gestures as they head bang their way towards a crowded stairwell.
Oh, it's not metal unless everybody in the band is dead.
Metallica, yeah!
Yeah, a circle of hip-hop kids beatbox and break dance on cardboard in the middle of the cipher. Jocks in leather-armed varsity jackets walk smooth with cheerleaders on both arms. They wink when a wink isn't called for. The quarterback, Chad, palms a football and flashes perfect teeth to the camera.
Hey, looking good.
Yeah, you too, dude.
A goth stands alone. She's dressed like a judgmental vampire, and she examines the scene with nihilistic disapproval.
Darkness you wish to see in the world.
All is okay in 80s high school land, and guitar pop plays over the whole scene. As the bell rings, the halls clear out, and Joe, the mean Dean McGillicuddy, polices the hallways with a megaphone. Finally, all is clear, and Mean Dean is alone and proud of his work.
Just another day spent feeling less doomed about the fact that I'm a total fucking failure by making hundreds of teenagers scared shitless. Best drug on earth, and I should know I've tried them all.
He pulls out a bag of white powder from his shirt pocket.
Speaking of which, it's time for a mid-morning pick-me-up.
McGillicuddy makes his way down the hall. As he passes the lockers, Cemento and student number 1 fall out in front of him.
Oh, looky what we got here. Eddie Cemento and one of his no-name, strangely dressed friends.
Whoa, Mean Dean McGillicuddy? You worked here this long?
This long? What are you talking about, slacker? I've been here just a year, and that's only because I was kicked off the goddamn force. Since when can you bring evidence home? Still got my pension, though, which is more than you two dingbats are ever gonna fucking have.
Under his breath to student number 1.
Once a scumbag, always a scumbag.
What'd you say? How many detentions is it now, you pathetic excuse for a human teenager?
Oh, I don't know, McGillicuddy. Maybe it's around the same amount of times you gambled your mortgage on the ponies over the past 5 years or so.
What? How'd you know? Listen here, you walking loaf of liverwurst. I'll have your ass parading naked in front of the whole school on homecoming Friday.
Awesome. I always wanted to be a homecoming king.
You're a wise ass, Samantha. You know that? You know what I do with wise asses, don't you? I stick the goddamn American flag up their asses, and I make them run up and down the hallways during school spirit week.
Hell yeah. I always wanted to join the school color guard.
You listen to me, you dumb bastard. This is my school, and these are my hallways. Now, you two buttheads, get to class.
Well, what? What are you going to do?
Well, Cemento, I think I'll start by banging your mom. That's right. How does that sound, buddy? Just me and your mom banging away to the newest Lionel Richie single? I'll bang your mom.
You better shut your mouth or I swear to God.
Swear to God. Oh, that must run in the family. Your mother's always saying, oh, Jesus, oh, God. Mean Dean, when we're banging, Eddie, banging.
Cemento is becoming enraged and starts to lose his temper.
What's going on? That's so illegal. Like, when are we?
Speaking under his breath to student number 1.
Don't screw this up, dick nose. Play it cool, kid. Don't forget I'm still your sub. Okay? Do as I say. I'll make you write the Constitution in cursive 10 times, dickweed.
McGillicuddy stares at the two with hands in pocket. He seems impatient, jonesing. Cemento stares at him with a look of 3 decades of pent-up hatred. Triumphant music begins to play.
Nice try, degenerate. But I run the school around here now, buddy. And God help you say one more word to me and my student, classmate here. I'll rip that mediocre Colombian cocaine cup with baby formula you got in the pocket of that shitty JCPenney label shirt you get on. I'll shove it so far up your ass. Right in front of the whole school. That'll come out your fucking ears.
You got one inventive mind, you demented little fuck. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, no? How about tell everyone how you steal the money from the March of Dimes? What kind of sick fuck steals money from sick kids?
I don't think the March of Dimes is actually for sick.
Cemento stares at student number 1 as if McGillicuddy isn't there. McGillicuddy is, in fact, frozen as the two speak, as if Cemento has done something to freeze time.
Buddy, who's the teacher here, okay? Just keep your mouth shut, all right? You follow my lead. And another thing, I don't even know why the hell you even follow him here anyway.
Well, I don't know. I guess anything is better than my life right now, like in high school.
Sentimental music starts to play and Cemento's disposition changes. He's listening and empathetic.
See, I don't click with anyone. I feel lost and I feel like
You don't fit in.
I don't fit in. Well, exactly.
Look, I know how you feel, okay? This was my life in this dump of a school.
This place is the worst.
Look, don't get sad, buddy, okay? Look, if I wasn't wedgied as much as I was in these hallways, I wouldn't have been the man who I am today.
Tell me about it. I've had my head shoved in so many toilets. I think I started to like the way it smells.
Huh, that's nothing. I used to get robbed of my lunch money 3 times a week.
Whoa, that's intense.
Yeah, then the idiots used the money they stole from me to buy another lunch and throw at me, okay? I'm talking 3 times a friggin' week, sometimes 5 when it was getting close to winter.
Wow. I thought it was bad when they held me down and tattooed this on me.
Student number 1 holds up her arm, and there is a primitive stick and poke tattoo of what appears to be a spread eagle Squidward with strange androgynous genitalia. Under it is written, "Will fuck for chum."
Wow, who drew this? I want one. Look, if all this crap didn't happen to me or you, we wouldn't be here, okay? We're literally time traveling. Get it, you know? Come on, you think any dweeb in your class is ever going to say they got to be the sidekick of a world soon famous scientist?
The music grows more triumphant now. They stare at each other. They become hopeful, almost courageous.
You mean you want me to be your sidekick?
Well, I don't know. You know, come on, it depends. Do you want to bash your little knees of all the cumwad jocks? So do you want to be able to even join a touch tackle league and then they realize they peaked in high school?
Would I?
Do you want to make sure all the hotties who look at you like you're chopped liver right now never ever again take their hands or eyes off you?
Oh, would I?
And you want to take down the bully low-life hall cops and head case teachers like Cemento that run this place?
Oh my God, would I?
Then get ready to rumble, baby. That's right. Let's turn this place into party high. We're about to give this asshole school the N-word it needs.
Okay, that was kind of like a weird analogy, but yeah, I'm still in.
Music now blasts. Cemento and student number one join hands like superheroes. They both look at McGillicuddy, who is still frozen in time.
Well, my friend, let's get ready to kick some ass, take some names, give the class a ready for a day they'll never forget.
Cemento snaps his fingers and McGillicuddy comes back to real time.
As I was saying, I'll pull your ass through these.
You won't put my ass anywhere, buddy. You're a dope fiend. I know why you left the force, McGillicuddy. It wasn't because of your bunions, like you tell everyone.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, right, Pablo Escobar.
Cemento signals to student number one.
Hey, buddy, do me a favor. Hey, wait a minute. I don't even know your name. I'm sorry. I don't even know your name.
Yeah, no, it's Pat, but like everybody just calls me student number one.
Hey, student number one. Do me a favor and going through his pocket. I want to show this druggy lowlife what I'm talking about. It seems he forgot.
You're gonna pay for this, you Danny DeVito teenage little bastard.
Oh, what's wrong? Children for the horse, the yayo, a little rendezvous with the white devil, a dance with Pharaoh's powder, huh? Maybe a little sleigh ride on the ice. Go scuba diving with some pearl. Well, I got news for you, McGillicuddy. Where you go, no one could hang very long.
Cemento, please.
That's right. No, it's dark, and you ain't gonna like him to goes up your ass.
Oh, please, Cemento, look, I don't want to go to prison. I'm sorry, Cemento.
Prison? I meant getting wedgies and getting stuffed into this locker. Get ready for liftoff, dick nose.
Cemento and student number one push McGillicuddy against the locker. His entire demeanor has changed. He's begging for his life, but they ignore his pleas.
You know, the only good thing about getting bullied is you become a connoisseur of locker stuffs.
And wedgie hangs.
As they are about to pick up McGillicuddy, the duo realize a crowd of students have begun to gather around them.
Oh my God, it's Eddie Cemento.
Whoa, how's this happen? Cemento and some other guy I've never seen?
I'm Pat, but everybody calls me student number one.
Yeah, that's right, Chad. There's a new sheriff in Coolville.
Wow, I always knew Cemento was going to sell out like all the others once he had the chance, but that student number one wouldn't know cool if it hit you in the side of the face. I'm the head of this loser.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Cemento, you wouldn't know cool if it hit you in the face. I'm the head of this class, you loser.
Well, I'm the head of the class now, Chad. You better enjoy pumping that football, idiot. Because right after you graduate, you're going to be pumping gas for the rest of your life.
Oh!
Yeah, please. I'll believe it when pigs fly and humans can time travel.
Dad, I'm only going to ask you nicely once, okay? Don't ruin this big day for me. I'm going to tell everyone, what you do to yourself with peanut butter.
The crowd stares at Chad, who blushes and tries to feign shock. Among the crowd stands a younger security guard from earlier that day. Cemento still holds McGillicuddy with one hand above his head. He points to the security guard.
Hey, buddy. I know you. Darrell. Hey, man. You're going to be security guard here in 30 years.
Whoa. Well, I always did have a passion for soft policing.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. 30 years from now, you're going to be a security guard, right? Some old lady can use all these food metaphors on you to try to get you back to a house so you can bang her.
I'm not surprised. I heard having that New York City school safety badge is something that gets all the ladies. Who's she going to be, just so I'll know?
As Cemento begins to speak, he sees his mom make her way down the hall. She is 30 years younger and wears a tight lunch lady uniform that exposes a red laced brassiere. Her hair is pure 80s volume. She is an anomaly, a rare sight, the hottest lunch lady to ever do the job.
Holy fuck, Mom.
Edward, put him down. I was going to tell you, Mr. McGillicuddy and I is dating.
Wait, no. Look, It's the wrong time for this. I'm dealing with a whole nother bag of Doritos right now.
Edward, put him down, or I will throw away all of your teddy bears.
No, Mom, I'm not doing what you say anymore, okay? It's got to be nowhere. I got news for you. If I don't do what I got to do, it's only going to get worse about you and me.
What? Worse? How can it get worse than this? I mean, look at you. It's like I gave birth to an actual meatball. I knew I shouldn't have banged that butcher.
Trust me, Mom, it'll get worse. Believe me. If I keep believing all the bullshit you tell me, I'll be living at home forever. I mean, let me tell you something. In the future, you won't feel like changing sheets for a 50-year-old who wets himself after having a bad dream.
After you're 18, out. Absolutely.
I'm a little north of 18, Mom. Trust me on that one. And you'll thank me when you're 70 and your name is Fluffy Cemento, Mom. Come on, your legs are like a revolving saloon door. And this sheriff is closing that place down, baby, before it gets out of control. Trust me on this, Mom.
Led by Chad, a group of jockey male students make their way towards Mom. They all smile at her with a desperate look of hope in their eyes. Chad moves in and puts his arm around Mom. The two smile naughtily.
Hey, I'm Chad.
Yeah, I've seen you around. You're the guy who walks around with his hands on one of his balls all the time. My type, exactly.
Did I ever tell you how much I love your French bread pizza?
You think that's good, honey? You should see what I can do with my microwave.
Mom and Chad undress one another with their eyes. After a moment, Mom looks back at her son, who still holds McGillicuddy in the air.
All right. Listen, Eddie, just this once, I'm going to go along with one of your stupid little schemes, but only because your football friend here has promised me that he's going to show me some of his drills, you know? And of course, I'm doing it because, you know, Edward, my son, I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Hey, enjoy the day with my mom, buddy. You won't meet many ladies pumping gas, pal.
Cheerleaders are all over Cemento now. He giggles and hugs them with one arm and still holds McGillicuddy in the air above him with the other.
Students of New York High School, today is going to be the most memorable day of your lives. Trust me, that's where most of you wound up, and it isn't too remarkable. So today we're going to party until the shitty school falls to the ground. Are you with me?
The crowd floods the hallway. All are wild. The metalheads are moshing, just moshing away. Small clusters of awkward followers all nod their head. The juvenile delinquent kids spray paint penises and boobs on the lockers. A skater girl makes a right-on sign with her hands after landing a cool trick on her board. Choreographed dances spontaneously break out in different parts of the hall. A dance-off ensues. Teachers and administrations are among the crowd, but all are frozen in the same fashion McGillicuddy was just moments earlier.
Kids, are you sick of the way this place is run?
Yeah.
So what if you want to give or get hand jobs in the hallway between classes?
Yeah!
Yes.
So what if you want to have a raging keg party right before homeroom?
Yeah.
Who wants to keep eating this shitty food anyway? Why isn't there a Roy Rogers in the cafeteria?
We want a Roy Rogers.
You want a Roy Rogers?
Roy Rogers, yeah.
Whatever. Wendy's is better.
Well, I got news for you, class of 84. There's a Roy Rogers down there now.
Yeah, Cemento!
Oh,
Cemento!
Cemento.
It's time for a sub, kids. And believe me, I'm just the guy to help you burn this sucker down.
Cemento takes McGillicuddy and hangs him up by his underwear on a hook inside the locker. McGillicuddy screams and the crowd erupts into madness and glee. Heavy rock music plays and the party is already beginning. Kids pass around bottles of hard liquor, each take massive swigs. Stoners have turned the water fountain into a bong somehow. Women and men are eating Roy Rogers bacon burgers off of one another. It is total, complete chaos. A playful milkshake fight has started between the scantily clad co-eds. Dad and Mom furiously make out while the security guard looks on cautiously and finally begins to join in on the party. The goth girl is even spotted breaking a smile, even a small one. Cemento looks at student number 1. They smile with pride at their accomplishments. The two give each other a high five.
Yeah. Now it's time to get some good yearbook photos.
I knew this was all about that yearbook. I could tell when you made such a big deal about it back in 2020.
No, that's right, buddy. Once we get those yearbook photos taken, it's time to change history forever.
Whoa, you really are a genius, aren't you?
Well, it's like Mom always said. Thank God, I only look stupid.
The two high five one more time. They look upon the teenage chaos with pride and both laugh madly. The camera slowly pushes through this huge crowd of teenagers. We're passing by all of the chaos again. And then suddenly we land on the test tube of Eddie Cemento's. That's been sitting on the ground, leaning against the same locker that McGillicuddy has been locked inside. The test tube speaks to the audience by themselves.
I can't hear you, test tube.
Yeah, you gotta speak a little louder.
The test tube is cool, man. Stop picking on him.
Hey. It kind of seems
Come
like
on.
he will never amount to anything. He can't even talk to us.
Stop it. He's a good dude. The test tube's a good guy, man. Don't pick on him.
So,
Who's the loser now? Cemento, test tube.
No, he's my pal. The test tube will be nasty if he needs to be.
Eddie, stop trying to make test tubes cool. They are never cool.
They are. They are. They're cooler than Max Headroom.
Listen, Eddie, I know you like really want to be cool and everything, and you just need to stop trying so hard. If you just gave less shits, people would give more shits about you. Take it from me. I know.
Oh, gag me with a spoon, dude. I got a jet for now.
And while the goth girl's words did not hit Cemento well, it did hit the test tube really well.
Maybe she's right. No. Been on this mission for thousands of years. Maybe I just need to stop pretending that I'm weird.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, little test.
Hey, he's not weird, dude, right? Right? He's not a weird dude. You fit in with us, dude. Don't be like that. Be cool, man.
Come on. Darrell could use some help. Come on.
Darrell's a good dude, man. Let's hang with him because test tube, you're cool, man. Don't let those bullies bully you.
Listen, I'll do for you what Cemento couldn't do for himself. I will use you the right way.
Oh, well, you're not gonna use them for evil like I did, right?
No, all good purposes. All good purposes.
Okay, then you know what? You can have him as a friend, and I'll make another test tube happen.
Test tube.
Good luck with him. He's a cool guy, man.
And that's exactly
All right,
what
then.
happened. The security guard scooped up the test tube, and the two of them started to wander down the hallways of New Dorp High, passing by those same wild teenagers from before. And this time, the security guard is going to use that test tube or he's going to try at least.
Darrell, could you get me out of this locker? I promise I'll help you.
I don't need your help, dummy. Test
hey,
tube.
listen, he's Darrell. He's really a good guy. You've got to cut him a little slack.
No, he's not doing anything for me.
Well, he's doing a lot for me.
Well, yeah, French bread pizza, hot on the bottom, wet on the top. Oh wait,
Darrell,
it's flipped around.
Darrell, keep
Hey.
him out. Keep him in there. He's a creep to bully kids. Don't you dare let him out. Keep that moron in there. He deserves to
Hey.
stay in there.
Student number 1, how you doing?
Well, I mean, couldn't be better. It's not every day you get to. Oh, never mind. Everything's cool.
All right, good stuff.
How about
Goth
you?
girl, I'm doing great. I got this test tube here. I'm ready to rock and roll. See y'all later. Let's go,
So
test
you-
tube.
Security guard, are you ticklish? Because I'm feeling
Yeah.
flirty.
Oh,
Samantha's ticklish.
you said
Samantha.
delicious.
Miss Cheerleader Janet, bathroom now.
Sorry.
We hard cut to the bathroom.
What?
All right, girl, we gotta stay on plan, okay? The school is madness, okay? But yearbook pictures are still on. BT dubs, okay? Yearbook pictures are coming up. And here, we agreed. We need to get a yearbook picture of all 3 cheerleaders making out with a dude. And
Yes.
that's gonna be our yearbook photo.
Definitely. I am still on board. That's why I'm being extra flirty to everyone, okay?
Right. Okay, but we need to be selective. Chad is out because he does weird shit with peanut butter. I don't know.
Yeah. Agreed.
Chad, get out of the girls' bathroom. We talked about this.
It's normal what I do with the peanut butter. I just eat it out of the jug.
Just
No,
go.
that's-
Don't eat in the bathroom.
That's weird. God. Okay, but I'm thinking this Eddie kid may be in the running. Call me crazy.
You're crazy. Get it? You told me to call you crazy.
Camera pulls out and makes its way back down the crazy hallway with New Door Pie, where we land on Eddie Cemento and the security guard.
Samantha,
Hey, man. How you doing?
big dummy? Where's your ID, sucker?
Oh, you know what? I heard my mom gave you some ID.
Hey. Hey, Eddie.
That's VD,
What's
sucker.
going on, baby? Wait a minute, baby. Is things not going okay for you?
Well, he's a good guy, but he's bothering me for my identification again. You know, I need to get in here, right?
And that
Yeah,
VD
you
was
are
between
a
us.
big reader. All right, listen. Here, would you take this for me because he only has a library card?
I don't have that anymore, Mom. They tore it up on me last time.
Oh, for God's sake, Eddie, would you get your act together? I don't get it. But
Mom,
listen,
I've been working, as it is. I've been working 20 hours a week in Walmart now. I'm getting better.
Listen,
you're getting better. You're perfect. But look it, I think I know your name. Just try me. It's
I gotta go.
Jarrell,
You guys
right?
are having a good time. You don't need me here. Bye,
I thought
Mommy. Bye.
your name is Try Me Too, isn't it?
And as
Yeah.
as the two giggle and flirt, the camera makes its way around New Door School even more, and we land on student number 1 and the goth girl.
Ooh. Ooh.
Why are you listening to Eddie Cemento? I think you have a lot more to offer, and I just don't know why you would follow that guy.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have a person in your life for an amount of time, and it's you're supposed to have that person in your life, but then you could split ways.
But you're splitting ways in the worst possible way. There's so many other ways, and you're just not opening your eyes to the other ways. I'm literally right in front of you, and you haven't thought about splitting ways my way.
Well, actually, I thought about it when they made that comment about all the things that go on in the hallway, but now that we're outside and it's kind of private, I was wondering if I could, split ways with you.
I want you to be a little more specific with what you mean with split ways. I've had a lot of therapy and I don't take vagueness, so I just need to be a little more clear.
Okay. Well, I was being very are you into candle play?
I am only into candle play.
I could tell from all the burn marks on your clavicle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys want to see the Iron Maiden concert? Yeah!
We cut back to the girls' bathroom with the cheerleaders. I just don't think we have enough hairspray. I want to look really good in this picture. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go all out on Eddie, right? All out? All out. Okay, awesome.
No, I think so. I think so. I think.
About me.
Oh my God! Dad, I broke up with you like 5 minutes ago. Please get out of the girls' bathroom.
The peanut butter thing isn't weird. I'm telling you, it's what's
It's
cool.
weird. I'm gonna spray you with some friggin' hairspray.
Oh my God.
We cut outside to where those girls were, the goth girl and student number 1, which is right outside of this room.
I have all my candles here. We can just start to light them up.
Well, okay. Are you ready?
Oh my God, guys! But my hair.
We cut to Test Tube and Darrell in the hallway. Test Tube, I need to know something. You seem a little unstable. Is everything all right?
It's just been a really rough 30 years with Cemento. You know, it's that guy.
I get it. Listen, don't worry about
Really?
it. You're with me now. You're with me now. Don't worry about it. But are you good with? It's a little warm in here now. Are you okay with?
I'm a little agitated, you know. It's
Terrell,
not
I
going the
want
way
my
I
test
wanted.
tube back. I want my test tube back. He's been my buddy for 30 years, and
You gave him up, man.
I
You gave
screwed
him
him
up,
over. I shouldn't way kinder to him. He's a good dude, man. I screwed him over and lied and cheated, and he deserves a lot more credit. And I'm an idiot. I want to be his friend for real, and please give him back to me.
Test Tube, come on now. Come on now. You
Chad,
know.
get out of here. Chad,
Hey.
go away.
Whoa,
Chad,
whoa.
stop
What's
it.
going on here?
Chad.
What is with the hairspray? What's with the hairspray?
Oh
Come
my
on.
God.
What? Hey,
Oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa.
Get
What is
away,
happening?
Chad. This is gross.
Test Tube, Test Tube, you good, right? Okay. All we got to do is just get out of the building, get to my apartment, and we're good. Okay? All right. So let's go where it's nice and stable and the temperature's nice and room temperature. Because are you getting a little hot too? You all right?
Suddenly the test
Yeah,
tube
man.
is so hot to the touch that the security guard can't even hold it in his hand anymore, and he starts to jump it
You know what?
backwards.
Darrell, listen. He always promised me it wasn't dangerous, but I'm not sure I trust my son.
No.
We gotta be careful.
If
Gotta be careful.
if everything goes into slow motion, the vial drops from Darrell's hand and slowly makes its way to the ground. As it hits the ground, the tube shatters, igniting all of the hairspray on fire and igniting the candles that the goth chick and student.
Terrell, you killed him.
No.
Come back. Please, bring him back. Come on, come back, Tube.
The entire school starts to go up in flames. Everyone inside the building starts running out. And as the group finds their way outside of
My
the
Doritos! Yay! I got them before they burnt.
we find ourselves matching the opening shot. The camera starts to pan up towards the sky, filling with black smoke, and we fade to black. guys, I believe we are officially out. Thank you all so much for joining.
Great job, everyone. So much